In the race to build the future, where you build can be just as important as what you build. So today, we're going to dive into a global strategy that has become an absolute game changer: offshore software development. We're going to unpack the powerhouse India model to really understand how it works, and more importantly, why it might be the critical edge your business has been looking for.
This is the question every single modern business has to ask itself, right? In a world that's digital first, having a great product isn't just a nice little bonus anymore. It's the cost of admission. It's what separates the leaders from everyone else. So the real question isn't if you need it, it's how on earth do you build it?
Because let's be real for a second, building amazing software is incredibly hard. Businesses are constantly up against these three big hurdles: costs that spiral out of control, timelines that stretch on forever, and a serious lack of available talent right in their backyard. And these aren't just small bumps in the road. They can stop innovation dead in its tracks. And this is where a really powerful global strategy comes into play. It's often called the India advantage. So let's break down exactly how this model is built to tackle those core challenges: cost, time, and talent head on. Okay, first things first, it all starts with talent. You see, India isn't just a country with some developers. It's a massive global hub with an enormous, highly skilled tech workforce. The key thing to get here is that you're not just filling a role, you're tapping into this deep, deep pool of specialists to find the perfect person for your specific project. So, what does that actually mean for you? Well, it means whether you need a team for a slick new mobile app or a total expert in complex AI systems, the talent is right there, waiting. And the result is pretty simple. You get to build a much better product, and you can do it way, way faster. All right, benefit number two. This is the one that gets a lot of the attention: the cost. But it's not just about finding a cheaper option. It's about being smarter with your money, optimizing your development budget so you can free up that cash for other things like marketing or sales. And this is the really critical part. The model is designed to bring down development costs, for sure, but without ever sacrificing quality. Now, this isn't some kind of magic trick. It's the result of proven, fine-tuned delivery practices. We're talking rigorous code reviews, super transparent project management, and a culture of constant testing that's been perfected over decades. The third huge advantage is speed. In today's market, being first or just being fast can completely change the game, and this model is built from the ground up for pure velocity. So how do they do it? Well, it all comes down to a deep commitment to what's called agile development. Think of it like building in short, focused sprints. Instead of one giant, risky launch at the very end, the team delivers working pieces of the software super fast, gets your feedback, and then iterates. It means your product gets into the hands of real users much, much sooner, all while keeping it stable and high quality. Okay, so we've covered the why. Now let's get into the what. What kind of services are we actually talking about here? As you'll see, the range is pretty impressive. This is really about having a full service partner. It covers all the fundamentals, of course, like building custom software from scratch or creating amazing web and mobile apps. But it also goes way beyond that, into things like cloud and DevOps for scale, AI development for making your product smarter, and even super specialized stuff like modernizing old systems or rescuing projects that have gone completely off the rails. A huge part of what makes this whole thing work so well is the process itself. There's a proven step-by-step blueprint that ensures projects get delivered reliably every single time. Let's walk through it. Any great project has to start with a rock-solid foundation. This first phase is actually less about writing code and way more about getting clarity. It's about deep diving into your business goals, figuring out potential risks, and designing a system that can grow with you. Getting this part right saves you from massive headaches and costly changes down the line. And then you move into the core build cycle, where everything works together like a well-oiled machine. While the developers are building features in those agile sprints, a totally separate quality assurance team is testing everything in parallel, catching issues almost instantly. Powering this whole thing are DevOps practices, which basically automate the process of getting code from a developer's computer out to the user, making it smooth and incredibly efficient. Now, this is so important. The partnership doesn't just stop at launch. This is often what separates a good vendor from a truly great partner. After a final tough security review, the relationship shifts into long-term support. The goal isn't just to launch a product and walk away. It's to continuously optimize and improve it, making sure it evolves right along with your business. So who's actually using this model? Well, because it's so flexible, it's being applied across a huge range of industries, from the super regulated world of finance to the absolutely critical field of healthcare. In fintech, the stakes are just incredibly high. The entire focus is on building software that's not only scalable, but bulletproof secure. It's all about managing transactions, nailing regulatory compliance, and building that all-important user trust. So, in the real world, what does that look like? Well, we're talking about building the backbone of modern finance. Things like secure payment systems, digital wallets on your phone, and those sophisticated fraud detection engines that work behind the scenes to keep everyone safe. Okay, now let's switch gears to healthcare. Here, custom software is used to solve different but just as critical challenges, like making hospitals run more smoothly, making sure patient data is always secure, and ultimately improving patient care through better technology. And this stuff probably sounds familiar, right? We're talking about the electronic health record systems doctors use, or those secure patient portals and telemedicine platforms that became so essential. It's tech designed to make our healthcare system more connected, efficient, and accessible for everyone. So when you put it all together, the incredible talent, the cost savings, the speed, the solid process, and that deep industry knowledge, what you get is a complete, proven model for success, a model that's been built over years and is trusted by companies all over the globe. And the sheer scale of this experience is just staggering. It's not unusual to find firms in India that have delivered thousands of projects. I mean, some have delivered over 2,500 successful projects. That number isn't just a number. It's proof of a mature, truly reliable ecosystem. But beyond the big numbers, it's the real-world results that matter most. This quote from a CEO just says it all. They didn't just get code. They got a quality solution they could confidently show to investors that was also stable enough to go live. That right there is the ultimate measure of success. So we'll end on this thought. The market is always changing, and your business has to evolve to keep up. The real question you should be asking is, as your business grows and adapts, is your strategy for building technology ready to do the same?